Hi everyone, I am P. Srijana from Science Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. Here I am going to share my project in MRG, that is washing machine simulation. Let's get into the deep in this. First of all, we need to learn C language. What is meant by C programming? C programming is used in system software development, embedded software development, and operating system kernel development, firmware, driver development, file system development, and middleware development, etc. C programming language is a machine independent programming language that is mainly used to create many types of applications and operating systems, such as Windows and other complicated programs, such as the Oracle database, Git, Python interpreter, and games, and is considered a programming foundation in the process of the C programming. Here we need to know about what is embedded C language. Embedded C is used to develop the embedded projects, that is an extension of C language, and it is used to develop microcontroller based applications. The extensions in the embedded C language from normal C programming language are the input output hardware addressing, fixed point arithmetic operations, accessing address space, etc. Compilers that are capable of generating microcontroller based output needs to be used to execute embedded C code. Here we use embedded C in real-time operations. Embedded systems often operate in real-time environments requiring their projects like timing and response to events. Embedded C allows programmers to handle real-time tasks efficiently. Here we need to discuss about structures of embedded C programming. We have the structures of C language is considering variables to store some data is global variables, local variables, and functions. What is meant by global variables? As the name suggests, the global variables to program, that is, they can be accessed anywhere in the program. Global variables are static variables and are placed in RAM memory locations. Local variables means, in contrast to global variables are confined to their respective functions. Normally, these variables are placed in stack or registers. It is only valid within the function in which it is declared. Functions. What is meant by functions in C language? Function is a group of statements that together performs a particular task. A function declaration tells the compiler about the name, return type, and parameter of the function. A function definition provides a actual body of the function. There is a types of functions. We have main function. Every embedded C program has one main function and may contain one or more functions. In the main functions, the program execution starts from the main function and it is core of every execution. If more than one main function is written in the code, then compiler will confuse from where to start the program function. So we need to write only one main function from the starting. Then the compiler will compile the program from the main function where we return. If we write multiple times of main function, the compiler will confuse from where to start the execution. Comments. If any text is not important, then we can comment the text. Comments are readable text written to help user understand the code easily. They are ignored by compiler and do not take up any memory in the final code. There are two types of comments, which is single line comments and multi-line comments. Preprocessor directive in embedded C program are used to indicate a header file specific to a microprocessor or microcontroller which contains all the functions, SFRs, and bits in those serial function registers. That is register number 51 header file is used in the case of 8085 microcontrollers. Here what is mean by microcontroller? Microcontroller is a component integrated circuit designed to govern a specific operation in an embedded systems. Nowadays, all the embedded projects are designed with using microcontroller. A typical microcontroller includes a processor, memory and input-output peripherals on a single chip. Things to be noted when choosing microcontroller to our project is application based performance, price, availability of tools and special capabilities. By confirming these above specifications, we need to choose the microcontroller. What is meant by microprocessor? A microprocessor is a computer processor for which the data processing logic and control is included on a single integrated circuit. Here microprocessor and microcontrollers are not same, but they have specific common applications or a small number of ICs. The microprocessor contains the arithmetic logic and control circuitry required to perform the functions of a computer's central processing unit. For our washing machine simulation project, we need to install the softwares to develop a project. That is, from Emergy, I have installed MPLAB XID, PixSimLab and XE8 compiler. How to interface LEDs? Simplest device used in most on the embedded application has feedback, just works like diodes. LED basic program demo I have learned in Emergy is to toggle the LEDs by using PixSimLab and PIC16F877A microcontroller. Basic LED program toggling LEDs connect to port B using PIC16F877A microcontroller. Next, we need to save the program in .hex extension file. Build the hex file in MPLAB XID software. Then after, the code is copied into PixSimLab software by loading in the hex file. Here we are using board. Microcontroller board is PicGenius board. We are using microcontroller, that is PIC PIC16F877A. Let's get into the deep. Microchip technology, MPLAB X integrated development environment. IDE means integrated develop environment. Is an expandable, highly configurable software program that incorporates powerful tools to enable designers to discover or configure, develop, debug and qualify embedded designs for most microchip microcontrollers and digital signals. Nowadays we are using 8051 and 8086 microprocessors and microcontrollers, but so many applications are available with PIC16F877A microcontroller also. MPLAB supports project management, editing, debugging, application and programming of microchip using 8-bit, 16-bit and 32-bit PIC controllers. It only works on Microsoft Windows, where MPLAB IDE is a proprietary freeware integrated development environment for the development of embedded applications on PicGenius board and microcontrollers developed by Microchip Technology. What is meant by PixSimLab? PixSimLab is a real-time emulate of development boards with integrated MPLAB debugger. For code editing, we are using the same tools used for a real board should be used with PixSimLab, such as MPLAB X, Arduino IDE. What is this XE8 compiler? XE8 is a C compiler from Microchip for 8-bit Pix. Both programs run on Windows, Macs, OS X and Linux. We can also choose Ubuntu operating system also. PicGenius board having PIC16F877A microcontroller. It has the features of 256 bytes of EEPROM data memory, self-programming and LCD, and two comparators, 8 channels of 10-bit analog to digital converters. And here we have two PWM functions. The synchronous serial port can be configured as either 3-wire serial peripheral interfaces or I2C bus. We can choose any of them. Here PIC16F877A microcontroller is a 40-pin microcontroller designed using RISC architecture, reducing integrated circuit, manufactured microchip and used in embedded projects. It has 5 ports on it, 2 which of its 8-bit timers while 1 bit of 16-bit. Here it is a 8-bit microcontroller. We have CLDs. They are character liquid crystal display. It has two types of displays. They are 16x2 and 16x4. In our washing machine project, we are using 16x2 LCD display. Use it to display all ASCII characters and symbols. It has totally 16 interfacing lines. D0 to D7 are the data line transfers that controller can execute the instruction and data. RS line is register selector line and register selection line value is less than or greater than data. If register selection value is 0, then instruction is greater. How data process in CLCDs? Data processed by two methods in CLDs. They are delay method and pole D7 method. In pole D7 method, we want to continuously monitor D7. In data lines, we are providing data, that is read write. If read write equal to 1, then it is equal to read. If read write is equal to 0, then it is write. In read write pins is permanently grounded, that means only write and data. Here we are not reading the data, we are only writing the data. In CLCD, D0 to D7 are connected to port D and register select and enable pin are connected to port E. Here we need to connect enable pin for always high. It is means active only. 8-bit data is connected to D0 to D7 pins. If we are using 4-bit data means we need to connect D4 to D7. Enable pin acts as indicator by apprising LCD about the inspection of data transmission by the controller. After this LCD program, we made the tactile switches. In matrix keypad, we need to configure rows as output and columns as input. When designing pull down interface, R1 resistor 1 is 10 times greater than R2. Means here the pull down interface means pull down or pull up transformer means the resistor is connected to ground and it is active high, which was equal to 1. In triggering methods, we have two methods, that is edge triggering and level triggering. The main effect is bouncing effect in the triggering methods. There is a metal plate and terminal. Spurious pulse detection while pressing or releasing the toggle switch is called bouncing effect. It is not harmful for the project, but it is a effect. Then we have matrix keypad used when the more number of user inputs is required and still want to save the controller input output lines. We consider the rows and columns concept. Nowadays, in our most commonly used in telephone, digital lockers and calculators, many more. In the cooking mode or using refrigerator or oven, the matrix keypad keys are used to select the respective modes. What is meant by tactile keyboard? A key switch is tactile if it has a bump in its response to finger pressures at or near the engagement point where the key press registers and before the key bottoms out at the end of its travel. A keyboard is tactile if it made with tactile key switches. Timers. Here we have three modes: PWM or pulse generator, counter. Timers and counters are more important in our project. PW or PP measurement etc. we have used in timers. If it tick the up counter or down counter, we can switch the switch R0 for count or up count or down count. Here we have the specification of quantum and scaling. And we need to check the resolution also. The micro mode and grill mode are under the operational modes for washing machine simulation project, and the timer is set with matrix key pass to clear and hash to enter. To toggle the LED 8-bit resolution is required. Now let's see the washing machine simulation using PiximLab software. Let's get enter into the washing machine simulation project. Here when we switch the RB0 switch, the powering on washing machine starts. After that, if we press the switch to for on the washing machine, after that we need to select the washing program. To that, click the same button. Select the type of cloths. Here we need to select particular cloths. Select the water level. And last, after washing, start and stop of wash is the same button to switch. Here we need to set the time to wash the cloths. After that we need to pass or rinse the cloths after starting the washing process. If the door is open, buzzer will make sound means here. If the door is open means the washing machine simulation will be stopped. Let's see the actual working of washing machine simulation. This is the code for washing machine simulation project. This is the code for washing machine. This is the hex file location. Load in PiximLab. To load in PiximLab, we should go to file and load hex. Here we have the main.h and main.c. To load in PiximLab, we should go to the file and load hex. This is hex file generated from MPLAB X IDE. Click on that. It will open. After loading, press key 5 to power on washing machine. Press RB 4 to start program and display shows. In this we have different types of programming as individual projects. Now click on RB3, all of them included in one project. Now press RB3 key to change the program to select. To select the required one, long press RB3 key, means RB3 switch. After that we need to select water level, that is, in that we have daily, heavy, delicates. Press RB3 to select the level of water. In that we have auto, low, medium. Now click on the same button to start the program. We need to press switch 5 RB4, and after completion we need to press switch 6 to stop, that is RB5. Press switch 5 to start and switch 6 to stop, means RB4 and RB5. The program will display and it runs the program. When the fan is rotating, here the project is running, means the washing machine has started. That's why the fan is running. We can identify that the motor or fan is rotating while the program is running. And if we press the RB0 switch 1, the buzzer will activate and program stops. And if we press the RB0 switch 1, the buzzer will activate and program stops. And displays, please close the door. The time is settled before starting the program. For this we have different stages. Again the program will be run if we press the same key. Here let me click the program from starting onwards. Click RB3 button. Again we need to select water level. Again now the program will start and it will start the time and fan will rotate. If we pass the program, it will pass. The LEDs will glow from D0 to D7, which we have displayed in LCDs. Here the time which was counted with timers. If I press RB0, it will spin for required timings. Wash 1, switch 1 is pressed for spin and rinse. It will pause for click switch. After completion of this program, the buzzer sound activates and displays the screen. After that, it starts from the first point. We need to select the particular program, that is stain wash, eco cottons, woolens, polystyrene, etc. Now we select heavy. This is washing machine project I have done in emergency.